What's up, everyone, and welcome to December 2020's unboxing. And this is going to be a two-part series because we have two Nail the Mix songs this month. We have the one in front of us with Conquer Divide and another one with Attack Attack. Yep, Attack Attack, they're back. And this month, both songs are going to be mixed by none other than Joey Sturgis himself, one of the founders of Nail the Mix. And it's pretty cool that we got him back on a two-parter. And I have Nick also with us here today. Nick, how are you doing today, man?
I'm good, dude. I've got the session open up right here. We've got Conquer Divide up first. We're going to have a look at some of these tracks here. Break down a little bit of what's going on if you were to subscribe to Nail the Mix and the tracks that you would receive to mix yourself. And let me tell you, these two songs are dense. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of production going on in these tracks. So it's going to be pretty exciting to mix these songs. John, you want to head to Pro Tools and check out what these tracks look like?
Yeah, let's go in. Just so if you guys have not watched the unboxings before, we're going to play the track in its entirety. We might talk here and there, but we will go back at the end and go through all the tracks and show you what will be in this session if you decide to subscribe for this month's Nail the Mix and enter in the mix competition. So Nick, let's get to it.
Let's do it. So we've got drums right here. Moving down, we've got some bass and some guitars. All of our production stuff here, which, I mean, look at this wall of production. That's going to be a beast to tackle. Yeah. And then the icing on the cake, all of these vocal tracks as well. There's a lot of layering going on in this session. So we've got quite the handful here of tracks to work with, but that's exciting because you're going to be able to really understand, what it looks like to mix some top level music like this. So let's have a listen to this track in its entirety, and then we'll break through some of the individual tracks later. Here we go. Got some vocal tracks printed here, the effects, that's cool.
There's a lot happening in that production.
Oh, yeah. Look at all those vocal tracks. Very, very, very cool track.
One thing I want to point out that was in the notes with this one's Nail the Mix is that everything in this song is synthetic or non-organic except for the guitar DIs and the vocals. So those drums were programmed with, it looks like Drum Forge based on.
Yeah, we've got some Drum Forge MIDI here. Yeah, definitely. So
okay, cool.
I would definitely assume that we're going to have some Drum Forge tracks here. Yeah, all the DF, I'm assuming these are all DF prints for Drum Forge. So you're going to get all the individual prints from what the kit that Joey used in the mix here for the drums. You also have bass MIDI as well. Yeah. So bass and drums are synthetic. What do you want to break down a little bit of the individual tracks here and just sort of go through some of the more interesting parts that that caught our ear as we were listening through?
Yeah, the production stuff actually caught my ear. And another thing too is I know Joey's really known for like his over the top mixes and everything, just like kind of like a wall of sound. Mm-hmm. But the vocal tracks, I don't know if Joey had a hand in producing, but they definitely have that Sturgis stack look to them. If you had any other previous Nail the Mix sessions that Joey's done, they all kind of look like this in terms of the vocal layering, how the choruses have so many layers that all work together. And even listening to that raw track, the vocals and the harmonies were all working really well together. And that's just like a staple of a Joey production that a lot of people don't always give the credit. They always talk about how his bass, guitars, and drums are just pummeling, but his vocals are always really, really well done.
Absolutely.
But the production, man, there was so much stuff happening there. I was just like, holy crap. Maybe make the waveforms bigger so people can see just all the spots, because right now it's kind of small.
Totally. Yeah, all of these tracks here, these green ones, are all the production that's going on in this track. So we've got a lot of different things going on. Lots of 808 options, especially in this beginning part here with these different beats in the 808 deep drops here. A lot of effects swooshes, sweeps that are going on throughout the song. Lots of different like almost breakbeat style things that are going on in the tracks.
Like all this extra ear candy.
Yeah, it's all these things that you probably sit down and after listening to a song a few times, you probably catch something new each time you listen to it, which is always, I feel again, that's another staple of something that a Joey track where there's always a new thing to sort of catch your ear in the mix, and he makes sure that it's noticeable in the mix as well. And obviously we're going to find out how he does that all in the Nail the Mix as well. But let's listen to a few of these individual things here. So one of the things that caught my ear immediately was this like robot noise in the beginning. Let's have a listen to that.
That's like sci-fi sound before going to like kill some aliens or something.
Yeah, in context.
Getting all your gear, yeah.
And then these parts too,
like
these noises, like these just random noises that are happening.
It's just so obscure, but it makes sense when you listen to it.
And then yeah, we've got the traditional stuff, with string prints here, some swell aspects, all kinds of different swells going on in this track. We've got another one here, reverse crashes. And this is something too that Joey really is known for, because we even at in his presentation in the summit 2 years ago at the URM summit, he sort of designed post-production live and basically handed out a microphone to people in the crowd and basically had people just record thumps on their chest or just random noises that were going on inside the convention hall that we were putting the summit on, and then Joey processed those tracks in real time during the summit and made these awesome, post effect sounds. So, I mean, this is a staple, truly a staple of some of Joey's work. Let's head up to the guitars and the bass over here as well. This red tracks, and this single track here is the bass. Oops, single track here is the bass. That's just a bass DI printed from this bass MIDI here. Let's have a listen just so we hear what the DI sounds like. Sounds pretty realistic. I'm not sure what he used as the software instrument, but sounds like a solid bass DI that I'm sure he'll mangle and distort and have a lot of fun with in the mix section. And then we've got some guitar DIs here for the rhythms. That's just the DIs, and on those I just have Guilty Pleasure on each of those just to give us a little bit of guitar tone. True JST product here. Let's have a listen. Oh yeah.
Let's check out the clean tone in the verse real fast.
Let's have a listen to those.
It was pretty. It was a pretty tone. Yeah, that's angelic.
I like this rake option here. Listen to this soloed. It's just raking out the chords of the chord structure itself, and that adds a lot of depth to the overall sound of what's going on in that section.
And if you guys watching are seeing all these tracks and you're just like, holy crap, there's a lot to go through. If you do decide to subscribe to this month's Nail the Mix, there is a mix lab that we did with Bo Rochelle where he takes a session that's this dense and he really shows you how to kind of bring it down to a manageable level so it's not intimidating, and you can break each section down and treat it accordingly. Because yeah, like this is a dense, like I don't think we've had a session this stacked in some time.
Yeah, it's been a while since we have had a stack session like this with this many tracks. We've got the track count here of like 115 tracks, so there's definitely a lot going on in this section, and especially here with the vocals too. We've got this huge stack of vocals in the chorus as well. Let's solo out these chorus vocals here and have a listen to what's going on.
Paranoid, I'm gonna have to sell my soul. Tie it up and hope it don't make a sound. Chemical.
So in the second half of the chorus, they brought back in that whoa sound that was happening in the beginning of the track, almost as like a callback to the intro, or that was a callback to the chorus in the beginning of the track. So that's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. And it looks like a lot of tracks, but when you look, like you just heard, they all work together to make this very uniform chord sound. And then you have the arrangement on top of that. That's why the chorus sounds so huge. You have so many things working to make it sound more powerful as a cohesive whole. That's sick. It's a Joey staple tune in his productions.
So let's talk a little bit about the prizes here, John, and talk about what's going to happen if someone is to subscribe here and take a stab at mixing this track.
Yeah, no problem. The first place winner will get a Jay-Z Microphones Black Hole 2 condenser, one bundle of choice from Joey Sturgis Tones, the Drum Forge drum sampler, and 2 DF plugins of choice, Impact Studios Isolation Bundle, and the Grin Digital IR Pack. So you'll be walking away with a pretty nice little package right there. Keep you busy for the holiday season and well into next year.
Absolutely.
That Black Hole 2 microphone is pretty sick, by the way.
Yeah, all of Jay-Z stuff is awesome. Their microphones are great.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for watching this unboxing. Again, this is part 1 of a 2-part series for December. So in the next one, we'll catch you with the new Attack song that will be released as that video drops as well, which will be really cool. So thanks for watching.
See ya.